Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. This is going to be a quick video expressing concern for how GDevelop is doing things. This was going to be a longer video, but then I decided rambling on about the same thing isn't really going to drive the point home. So we're just going to make this short. So this all started, well, honestly, it started when I added AI into the stupid thing. But this started literally yesterday of me thinking I probably should make a video about this. So I got a comment underneath my latest game, Take Me to Your Manager. Devlog will come out after the results come out. I have to still edit the devlog, and I still haven't seen the results yet to like do the ending clip. But anyway, this all started because I got a comment underneath me posting it on Blue Sky. And this person essentially was saying that I shouldn't use GDevelop because GDevelop is a vibe coding AI engine. And I responded to them basically saying that's not what it is. And then they tried to argue with me, so I responded one more time and then I blocked them. I'll have the screenshots up, but I'll block their name out because there's no reason to spread them around. Also, they're harassing people apparently on different like Discords and stuff, so you might come across them anyway if you use GDevelop, which is stupid. Get a hobby. But not all the stuff they said was inaccurate. And I want to this is kind of like a plea to GDevelop. Please reconsider how you're doing your marketing. I'm sure they won't even care or see this video. But if you do, I'm begging you, as someone who loves your engine, this is like the best thing that's ever happened to me, is this engine when it comes to game development. Please reconsider how you're marketing it, because you're making the rest of us look bad. When you open the GDevelop website, the first thing you're shown is we are a no-code AI engine. And first of all, I just want to say it has never been a no-code engine. I do in fact code. Any accusation that this is a vibe coding engine has not used it the way it was originally intended, because trust me on this, I have coded things and there was no vibes to be had. I was suffering. And that's not the engine's fault, I just don't know how to code. And so they know it's not a no-code engine. They're just using buzzwords to get people to see it, which, I mean, it worked. That's how I found it. But it's also not entirely honest. When it comes to AI, I actually don't care that they put AI into it. Like, I don't care for it. I'm not happy about it. But them having it doesn't really make me mad, per se, because regardless of what people might think, the generative AI is not, they're stealing art from artists and they're generating a new picture, which isn't even a picture, it's just RNG, whatever that the thing made. AI is not Sunny from iRobot. AI is literally just a number generator. It's just cycling through stuff with tags and spitting something out. It is not what we think of when we think of AI, you know, iRobot, Terminator. It's not Skynet. It's not doing anything revolutionary. But that aside, it doesn't do that. And I've never used it before because I don't care to use AI, but I did use it to record my reaction and to show what it does, because I feel it's only fair to not only myself, who's trying to like defend the engine even though they're also making themselves look stupid, but also it's good for me to just to know, you know? So I recorded myself using it for the first and most likely only time I will ever use it, just to show you what it is. And I will put that clip in here now. Okay, so I don't know enough about their AI to properly speak on it. From what I understand, you just put in a prompt and it pops something out. Now, I've never used it out of principle, but in order to know what the hell I'm talking about, I will create a new game and then I will type something in and just see what it does. I just told it I want to make a game like Stardew Valley with gardening and season. Let's see, what does it do? Okay. It generated some stuff. And it does not create assets. I'm pretty sure it just reuses them. So let's see. It put in assets. It's actually funny. It's saying that this stuff's depreciated when it hasn't. Honestly impressed by how in-depth this is. Still will never properly use it for myself, but I am impressed by what I did. But also I'm looking, it gave me mobile controls, which I did not ask for. It did an inventory, which I mean it's kind of necessary, but I didn't ask for it. Let's just see, how does it work? Okay. You have to use arrow keys, which is atrocious. Let me move my keyboard over. Let's see. Okay, how do you change the days? So it just grows in real time? That's kinda... What do I do with it? Yeah, see, this is what I mean by, like, it can do so much, but, like, look, you can't even properly put it in there. And look, now you can't click on the seed. It's, like, fighting me. There we go. Okay. Why you not let me have any more seeds, huh? Did I run out? Or is there like a limit, but there's no number to tell me? See, it has an... See, this is what I'm saying. You can generate it, but look, it doesn't even work that well. You seeing this? It doesn't work good at all. It's terrible. Did it have... Wait. The frick? What the hell? Does it have... Oh god. And it does have Z ordering. That's impressive. But as you can tell, it doesn't even work well. Like, you can't properly put stuff into the inventory. You can't, see, it says it's in there, but if you click, it's out. It's busted. The inventory system is actually trash. Yeah, it's not good. Which is my point. Which is it impressive that it got that far on its own? Yes. But here's the thing. Look at all of this code. It has generated all of this code. And the game still doesn't work. So when they say Gen AI, it's not really making anything that works. You still gotta fix it, and you still gotta use your own brain. That's why I just don't like Gen AI in general. It's very deceptive. It makes you think, oh, if I just generate this, it will work, and I don't have to do any of the actual work myself. This is busted. The gardening system, it doesn't work. I asked for seasons. There are none. Yeah, it said I wanted to start a game like Stardew Valley with gardening and seasons. It doesn't even have days or seasons. It doesn't have months. It doesn't have a place to go for you to change the day. It doesn't have anything that I asked for, except for it made me some seeds that grow. And I can guarantee you it most likely did not generate the art. It probably has like a database where it pulled art out. Even if it did make the art, look at the art. Just look at it. Does not look that good at all. It's possible it generated the art. I don't know how their whole AI works because, you know, I don't deal with AI. I don't like AI. But I do know it doesn't work good. And I do know that you're not going to get where you want to get with it. So just don't use it. Why? And I don't know why they're pushing it so hard. I mean, I do. It's the buzzwords. But we don't care about the buzzwords. The users. It's investors that do. So this is my first and only experience that I will most likely ever have with their AI. And like, even this looks messy as hell. What is this? What is this? What is this? Yeah, this isn't even good. This is terrible. Because like I said, Stardew Valley, these seeds should have an amount of days attached to them, and then there should be a season attached to them, and then there should be a place for you to go, for you to be able to get more the day pass. It doesn't have any of that. I have a broken gardening system. It doesn't even work well, and it works better than this. So yeah, this is not, I don't recommend. This is trash. Stardew Valley like game. No, for sure it is. As you can see, the AI is trash and there is no vibes to be had. That is terrible. So as you saw, I said, make me a Stardew Valley game with seasons. There was no weather, there was no seasons, there was no days, there was no calendar. It hardly did gardening. And didn't understand what Stardew Valley does. Because even if I didn't say seasons, if I say garden like Stardew Valley, in order to be able to garden like Stardew Valley, you have to be able to plant a seed, days have to pass, you have to water it, and then it can grow. It just made it where something can kind of grow really fast. And then you pick it, and you couldn't even put it in the inventory, which I didn't even ask for an inventory. It just decided we're going to go on a side quest and make an inventory when it's not even doing the gardening system, which is what I asked for properly. And it just fricked me, I guess. It just ignored seasons. So, so when I say it's not really made to do that, it's not. This is a pretty new thing that was added. It's an afterthought. It's not good. Yeah, I just want people to know that GDevelop is not a vibe coding engine. You can vibe code if you want, but that's any engine. You can vibe code in Godot, you can vibe code in Unreal, you can vibe code in GameMaker, you can vibe code in Unity, you can vibe code in Scratch, you can vibe code however, you can just vibe code. Maybe you're not gonna copy and paste into certain engines like Scratch, but you can just throw something together and hope for the best, which is what AI is doing, except you'll do it yourself. Like, you know, you can just make trash without AI or with AI, and you can choose to not. And here's the main thing I want you to take away. You saw the AI. Even if you're like, oh, that's cool, it got me really far. If you don't know how to code, you don't know how to fix it. So what you see is what you get. It's a waste of time. There's no point in using it. It's not good. And it's not just GDevelop that does this. You can vibe code using ChatGPT or whatever else they got out there. I don't pay attention to these companies because I hate them all. But it's going to do more harm than good. You're not going to learn. So it doesn't tell you why it works. And the one time I have ever even tried ChatGPT was for GDevelop, and it doesn't even know how GDevelop works. And it told me to use functions and things that aren't even in the engine. ChatGPT does not know. AI does not know. It's not smart. It's just cycling through information, spitting something out. So I just want people to understand that GDevelop is hurting itself in how it's presenting itself, but also comments like what I got aren't 100% inaccurate, because if this is how they're presenting themselves, people will assume that you have vibe coded and you AI generated and all this other stuff, when it's not true. No engine is flawless, no engine is great, but there is a way to present things. Especially in the era of open source really taking over a large portion of the market, because people are just sick and tired of subscriptions. They're tired of AI being shoved down our throat. Look at Adobe, and then you can look at Unity, you can look at Unreal, you just pick a company, honestly. They are all just shoving it down our throat. My phone has AI on it now. Google has AI. I bought a laptop like 2 years ago on now. It has an AI Copilot button. Like, they're just really shoving it down your throat. So GDevelop's not special with this. I don't like it. but it's not special. But they really, really need to stop making it look like that's what they are. And I just wish they would advertise it differently. And also, they brought up sponsors, this comment I got. I looked into the sponsors. I saw nothing having to do with generative AI that they like support openly or whatever. One of them is a program that I don't even think can do generative AI because you have to import your own images and then animate those images. And it's not going to know what anything is when you put in there. I don't even think that's possible to generate AI animations with it. And then there's a platform on there. It probably has AI games on it, but like most platforms are not Steam. They don't ban you if you don't disclose AI. They don't care. They just want you to be there. They just want money. They're not going to care. That's not a GDevelop problem. And GDevelop actively is trying to get you on as many platforms as possible because if you're successful, they're successful. So like they want you to succeed. And even the prizes for their game jams, they generally do Ace Bright and Spine. Ace Bright and Spine are things you need to be creative to use. They encourage creativity. They're just trying to make it more accessible for people. Do I think AI generation is the way to do it? No. But I don't think their intention is comically supervillain like, say, the guy who runs NVIDIA. That man is just a Batman villain. I don't even know how he doesn't hear himself when he speaks. He's just... He's lost it. He's not all there. They're just doing a ring around the rosy of money changing hands while no one is actually losing anything. That's the scam. But I don't think GDevelop is actively trying to be the Joker or, you know, the Penguin, Two-Face, Mr. Freeze. I don't think they're all going out of their way intention-wise with that. But it looks terrible. I don't know if they have investors that are like, no, you need to do this or what. But they do need to just not because this is not good optic-wise. I'm not saying get rid of the AI tools. Keep them. I don't care. Just present them different. That's all I'm saying. But I feel like that's enough rambling for me. I hope that if you are interested in GDevelop that you do give it a chance. Because it is not what they have been saying. It is, you know, this person who apparently is harassing people who probably isn't the only person out there doing it. It's not a vibe coding engine. It's just an engine you can vibe code in, like all the other ones. They're just really bad at marketing. So, yeah. I will see you all later. Thank you all for watching. The Take Me to Your Manager devlog will probably be out in a week or two, depending on how much energy I have. The results aren't even out yet, but I was at one point in the top 10 rated, so that was fun. I got kicked out at the very end at the top 10, but still that was fun. But yeah, anyway, I will see you all later. I hope you all have a good rest of your day, and yeah, have a good day. Bye!